Hey, not bad. You're a nat.
Let's hear it for our hero.
We now arrive at the end of the Parade of Blessings. Let us offer the Woohoo! Yeah!
That's a hero's welcome if Paimon ever saw one. You deserve it, of course, considering the risk you took.
Traveler, Paimon, finally.
See, Molly! Why didn't you come to the...
Never mind that. I have something important to... I went to revisit the revelations in my dreams as soon as you came back from battle. But I couldn't fall asleep just anywhere. I needed somewhere private. I didn't want anyone to overhear me sleep talk or watch me contort myself into some weird position. Anyway, that's not the important part. It's about Mawika's death. Her fate hasn't changed at all.
What? Didn't you defeat the bad guy behind all this? Does that mean the war isn't over?
No. The disaster is over, but my dreams never lie. That's why I came to find you. I need to know what I'm missing. Where is Mawika right now? Did she tell you what she's planning?
She said she was going to restore the Night Kingdom. Compared to fighting the Abyss, that should be pretty easy, right?
Easy? Not so much. We can't restore the ley lines without the Lord of the Night, and I'm not sure she has enough power to do it on her own. The Lord of the Night is weak right now. She told us that herself, remember? I'll admit, restoring the ley lines is simpler than reconstructing them entirely, but it's still no easy feat.
True. If the Lord of the Night could restore the ley lines by herself, all Mawika would need to do is tell her we won.
Not even that. The Lord of the Night knows the ley lines better than anyone. I'm sure she knew of your victory before us all. Point being, this matter is far more complicated than the Archon made it out to be. We need to get to the bottom of this. Mawika has accepted her death, remember? For her to let someone else dictate her end, there can only be one possibility. She must think the outcome of her death is worth it. The moment Mawika used the Ruler of Death's power, death was demanded in return. Not necessarily as repayment for her aid, but as a rule. That means Mawika doesn't have to just sacrifice herself to the Ruler of Death. She can still use her death to get something in return.
Then let's get going! Where do you think she went? Could it be where we found the source mechanism?
The Lord of the Night should now be able to appear anywhere in Natlan. What we need to know is where the Ruler of Death can be summoned. According to the Lord of the Night, the Ruler of Death is one of the Shining Shades, an extremely elusive figure. Even woven scrolls dating back—
Right! Xbalanque created the rules of Natlan by borrowing power from the ruler of— Wait, do you think Xbalanque could have met the ruler of Death in Cinder City?
It's very likely.
Alright, then let's head over—
It's not easy to get there.
Man, this place really is hard to get to. And, Paimon wasn't the only one who saw that weird thing up there, right? All those eyes inside of it? Talk about creepy.
I believe that's how the Ruler of Death keeps an eye on Tevat. Quick, this way! We're almost there!
Look! It's Mawika!
I have grown weary of the endless wait. The fate of this land is of no interest.
However, you humans managed to meet the expectations of the heavenly principles. For that result, you deserve Moika as the price for using my power, and with you, the war that your nation has waged for more than
Mawika! You got here sooner than I expected.
What are you doing?
Closing the final chapter on the plan that has consumed Natlan for... We've eradicated the Abyss from Natlan, but its power remains in worlds beyond Teyvat. Tremendous and unyielding. Only by completely restoring the Night Kingdom can we But the architect of the Night Kingdom is near her end. She lacks the power, and worse still, if her life force is depleted, we have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now. But it remains Natlan's strongest defense should the Abyss return one day.
So, you're planning to...
Yes. My plan is to once again place my life 500 years ago, a chance to see all my plans to completion.
I respect your decision, Malika. But the flames of your life force are exceedingly strong.
I've thought about that. Future Pyro Archons will continue to...
Once again, you place help.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the...
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the Abyss. A grand competition full of promise and glory. But it also chained our people to an inescapable destiny. Fear and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. Morality left us with no other choice. And so, Natlan became the nation of war. This is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our... There will be no war. Only a new future deserves a new meaning.
Very noble indeed. But what does any of this have to do with you? In my eyes, Malika, you are not inherently special. A child of Natlan among countless others. Yes. The situation is urgent, and the ley lines must be...
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all humans as the same, but I understand a leader is swift and decisive in the face of someone capable of making the right choice, sacrificing the remainder of my life to... After all, the people look to their leader to make the world a better place and stand up for them when it counts. For that reason, I must see my duty through to the very end.
But what about you, Mawika? You still haven't talked about what you want. Is it that unimportant to you?
It's not important. There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built together.
I shall accept Moika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her death. Thus concludes the deal I made with Xbalanque several times. Lord of the Night, you may... What are you waiting for?
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony.
Another?
I was to bear witness to a death, and now the situation is...
If the life of this second individual fails to meet my requirements, I fear I may lose...
Rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of humanity, and I must always place their demands first. No.
Cumbersome. But there is nothing to be done.
Wait. This feeling...
We made it.
Thank you for showing me the way.
The captain?
The other individual you mentioned.
Indeed. Like you, he carries...
Mawika, I understand how you feel. And if I were an ordinary mortal, I would have no reason to stop you. But like you, I've been waiting for this day for too long. And I can offer a better solution. You created this new future, and you deserve to guide its direction. Your life should not... but death. is the end I have been trying to reach all along. I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of—
Your people?
That's right. They have been with me.
But how? Carrying that many souls within you? Besides, you weren't affected by the source mechanism like—
Do you still remember the voice that you— It came from my heart. With the help of technology from Conria, my heart was modified to convert memories and souls from the ley lines into— As a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls, and developed the ability to sense their presence. After encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago, I forsook the capacity for knowledge. The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese.
And you want to—
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night, I can be—
He expressed this to me, and I agreed. The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the author.
After all, it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality, the curse of absolute life.
I now understand that which you seek.
Then, bear witness to my the people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to— But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the Five Sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included. If I sacrifice my life for the left unresolved, that paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, lack the capacity to bear the consequences of that outcome. Your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my challenge to you. Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight. Like the four pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go. What are you doing? Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules. Or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand. Use it to fulfill your final wish.
Well fought, my lord. Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together.
Yes. Let's go together.
The captain, he...
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never...
Lord of the Night? Is the captain still...
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those cursed with immortality.
Even so, please pass on my his long journey has finally come to a close. I suppose this is a happy... I cannot imagine how much pain he endured over the past 500 years. Or how much strength it took to never stray from it.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I don't think I ever saw him slip. I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer. Just like always, he never talks about himself.
It's probably due to the voices. When souls merge in a single being, souls that retain memories of their death often scream and wail in despair.
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep? At all?
Without experiencing the curse of immortality, but I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was, in the end. He used that immortality. Well fought, Captain.
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to accept. The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. The original. But at one point in time, that unique quality is precisely what drew the captain to Natlan.
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. But although he fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land where the souls within him could we met not long ago to talk about that very possibility. I, too, recognize the need to change the rules of the ley lines. Not only in the eyes of the Heavenly Principles.
Thank you for
See, Lolly, when I gave you the Pilgrim's Chronicle, how many years of life are enough? But now, I have the chance.
You don't need to thank us. You bear a heavy responsibility.
Heavy? No. That responsibility. Farewell, humans. Creators of miracles.
Looks like she returned to the...
So, he fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rules of the world.
He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. It would seem I lost this duel. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then that responsibility will continue to be mine to bear. But for now, let us pay our final respects to this. To my sister, Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is after countless... The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now it's only... Our cultural legacy is not with the restoration of the Night Kingdom. I'm sure many... And although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes, when a new you returns to this land one day, I know the land we love has not been destroyed. I will forever. And when the flames deliver... And not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
Hey! Is that part new? Paimon's never seen it before.
All right. We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their... This struggle has caused us profound pain, but through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered. Even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to when our homeland is revived and life blooms again. They will return to us with it is just as our poem. We are the inheritors of those who grew along, those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's. The fallen are never truly lost, and as we create new their deeds immortalized in our memory. And this epic will be remembered in the actions of. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui Harbinger. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation in the end. But on this occasion, our hero's here. Is there something you want to discuss? The forces of the... If the Abyss had any attempt, that unyielding... Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your... The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an... As we celebrate your glory, thank you for the respect, understanding, and... You can keep chatting with your friends nearby.
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right?
Bring it! Story! Story! I want to hear a story!
Come on! Tell us! Tell...
Well, you kids don't miss a beat, do you? All right. You can be the first now.
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun!
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale. The first is an outlander known as the Traveler, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power. Most importantly, the Traveler is kind and brave.
Yeah, he's super strong! Tell us more!
Hey, just let him finish the story! The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
The second hero is also an outlander. Many years ago, he forged a connection with this land and used his goal was to give them a home. And the third hero is none other, not only is with the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story... Under his guidance, suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared. Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection.